Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we are doing something a little bit different for a Brawl video. Honestly, I just needed something to fill the schedule, because I'm working on recording an audiobook for the channel, Repairing Play by Aaron Trammell. That should be out Thursday, hopefully. Hopefully. And yeah, so I thought, in the name of getting something out today, I would just show off how I build Brawl decks, and like maybe there will still be one or two games or whatever, just so you can see how the deck do. But I wanted to, yeah, focus more on the actual build this video. So I picked out a commander that I thought was interesting that I haven't done a build for yet, Niv-Mizzet Visionary, because it's Niv-Mizzet. Niv-Mizzet is cool and good. So off the bat, or like an easy include to me is just, is this going to give us Niv stuff? Oh yeah, I still have the foundations filter on. I want Niv-Mizzet Perun in the deck, cause is Niv-Mizzet. Oh, hey Ledger Shredder, get in. Just well you're on screen, why not? Ledger Shredder, good card. Ledger Shredder is a type of card that I think of as like a Canlander, Canadian Highlander, slash competitive 100-card singleton type of card, which is to say, it's very good and powerful, but it's not tremendously exciting from a kind of traditional Brawl commander to me, like, oh, it's a 15 mana 100 that draws 80 cards, and yada yada yada. It just kills people. It keys off of core game actions happening and stuff, and is powerful because of it. So yeah, putting these cards in your deck can be a good, or this kind of type of card, this class of card, can be a good way to help ensure that it is at least kind of competitive, that functional, etc., etc. So next thing for Niv-Mizzet Visionary, I want whenever deal any I want stuff that keys off of when we cast things and pings opponents, because that will give us more non-combat damage sources and help, like, the very obvious linear thing with the Niv-Mizzet Visionary is play burn the opponent, draw cards, woo! But we want kind of additional layers of that, additional things to support doing that with our deck. So, oh yeah, Smoldering Egg exists. Sure, get in. Define Thundermaw, sure, Invasion of Tarkir. Frolicking Familiar is... maybe. Maybe. I really wish Frolicking Familiar was like one cheaper, or whatever. Bone Crusher Giant, also another like Ledger Shredder kinda this just kills people card. It's just good. Chandra Dress to Kill is nice. Yeah, no, I like the add mana +1 on Dressed to Kill enough that I think it's worth potentially whiffing on the other +1, the card selection +1. So we get that in there. We are not... Oh yeah, sorry, any is not actually going to show us a bunch of the Professor Firehands or whatever. Whenever deal opponent. Yeah, this gets us Coruscation Mage, Electrostatic Field, maybe? I don't know if I actually like Electrostatic Field that much. Artist's Talent is good. Artist's Talent will help just kind of support all the stuff we're doing. This is what I want. Airborne Flamesmith, Firebrand Archer. I don't hate Harsh Mentor, just as like a kind of jail piece or whatever. And hey, Littlest Cabbage. Good to know. Epic Games is doing free games and stuff until the client thing. Until January 2nd. So that's a thing to remember. Do I like Impact Tremors? I think so. We'll get to it. We'll get to why I like it. Kessig Flame Breather, I'll also take a Razorkin Needlehead because it also does stuff. Roiling Vortex is funny. Sure, I'll take Roiling Vortex. Thermo Alchemist, why not? Unstable Amulet is, I think, workable. And then for 3 mana stuff, 3 mana is where we get like less excited about running things. Maddening Hex, also another like very just generically powerful card, so happy to get that in there. Torch of Defiance. I don't know if I want like Gutter Snipes and stuff. Maybe like Gutter Snipe gets in, but Fire Spitter Whelp doesn't, type of thing. Yeah, we're definitely hitting a mana cost where we have to be a little bit more selective about the effects we're including. And then, Sorcerer class? Sorcerer class is fun. The alchemy thing with this is they made the level 3 cheaper, right? Just a like layer of storm stuff? Why not? What's the competitive wizards thing? Flames of Karen, Karenor or something like that. Pardon me, Flames of Anor. Yeah. Is Niv actually a wizard? Dragon wizard. Spectacular. Flames of Anor. Very powerful, extremely good. Deal 5 and draw 2 for 3 mana? Yes. So that's like a nice competitive card, or a nice, you know, very powerful card that layers well with our build incentives. And then, yeah, that's a lot of facilitating stuff in the deck. Should we get more just like raw draw and stuff in? Let's maybe futz around a little bit first. One thing I will do too is just check, like, I'll look at MH3 or similar high power level sets and just kind of go, is there anything in here that's, you know, super relevant, super good? Brain Surge is probably fine. Honestly, not... Oh, we can't play Tamiyo because of color identity stuff, right. Flare of Denial is... borderline. I'm generally not that super excited about. Counter Magic Flare is an exception because it can be a free spell, and free spells are tremendously powerful. I don't see this deck playing a lot of things that are like Serum Visionary or whatever, which is to say a creature with an ETB or something that we don't mind feeding into the wood chipper or like sacrificing. So yeah. There are one of the big reasons to look at MH3, of course, is the flip lands, the modal lands, because these are very generically powerful. Sink into Stupor and Pinnacle Monk are my favorites out of these colors. Hydroelectric Specimen is like, okay, I don't love it. The Sundering Eruption also kind of okay-ish. Rush of Inspiration enters tapped. This is substantially worse than the ones that you can pay 3 to get in untapped, but it is an instant and card selection and stuff on the front side. Like, it's one of the better tapped duels, so I don't hate getting that in. Barbarian Ring can deal non-combat damage to the opponent, which is great for Niv-Mizzet Visionary, and Arena of Glory, do we want you? Maybe. Yeah, sorry, that's some mana stuff taken care of. Non-basic lands or islands. Harbinger of the Seas can be a way to do kind of Blue Moon, like mana prison stuff. Like we can stop a Joda deck from being able to cast Joda. An Atraxa deck from being able to cast Atraxa, etc., with a Harbinger of the Seas. The problem with that is we just have like a ton of red cards already, and I don't know that we're we necessarily want to run like a ton of basic mountains. But it's a consideration. A thing to remember that we can do. So, Amped Raptor, generically powerful. I don't actually know if I'm that tremendously excited about it. Party Thrasher. Good enough, good enough. Party Thrasher, another kind of like Ledger Shredder. Hey, this is a strong magical card. We mostly, as far as our burn goes, want like any target burn to help with doing the Niv-Mizzet visionary thing. I don't know how much we want to do storm stuff. We can probably play this role. I don't know that we want to go with like 1000 Year Storm or whatever. Like 2 mana Goblin Electromancer is a much easier include than a 6 mana enchantment. Lelia. Lelia again, just strong. Is a good lady. Ashling is probably too high curve or like too, I don't know, fancy. Is it Generatorium I had not seen before and will not remember exists? It's not very good. Yeah, just taking a second to do that. Invert Polarity. If we win the flip, counter the spell. Invert Polarity is a fun counter spell. I don't know, yeah, I don't know that we're that excited about it. What about MH2 stuff? Crab Detective? I do love Crab Detective, but I don't know that Crab Detective is the move. Dragon's Rage Channeler, get in. Let's see, like me, just keep, I'll keep saying, put powerful cards in your deck. Yeah, I don't know that the rest of this is great. MH2 is good as far as, like, Izzet stuff goes for Storm in particular. Like, there's Galvanic Relay, Strike It Rich, Harmonic Prodigy can do Shaman Storm stuff. Cascade can be good for Storm triggers. But yeah, I don't think we're doing, like, full-on Stormy Storm stuff. MH1 are you things? Are you stuff? Fists of Flame? I like Fists of Flame. This might be similar in that there's a lot of cards in MH1. Oh, Seasoned Pyromancer kills people. Yeah, I like Seasoned Pyro. That's a lot of stuff dealt with. Get Fiery Islet in here while we're looking at it. Jumpstart sets are fun. They're lower power than MH3, but they might have interesting things. Or not. Not stuff that I've crafted anyway that's super relevant for us. Not collected. Well, take a quick look at not collected things. I have a bunch of these cards elsewhere. Lots of bounce and stuff. I'm seeing not a ton of, I mean, I guess, yeah, we're getting to the red mana now. I still haven't crafted a Crown Crusaders. I should get these. I love these in Pauper, or I made, when I was still trying to, like, play Pauper on Moto, before I was just like, it's too expensive, I can't afford Pauper on Moto. I made a, like, Pauper kind of haste heroic deck that won at least some games, orbiting around like a Crown Crusader and Crimson Wisps and stuff, and is good. Aside from that stuff, or we keep looking at things, yeah, there's like some burn and stuff. Ooh, Kiln Friend. Maybe we should get Kiln Friend in here, or we can get, yeah. Young Peasy. I was going to get to Young Peasy. Cause yeah, there is some other stuff that we can dig around for. Let's do that. Whenever cast create, things that generate tokens and stuff can be quite good to get into decks like this, if only because they help you buy time and so on. Like Third Path Iconoclast is one of the most powerful ones. Saheeli's Sublime Artificer is another very good one. Those are kind of the big hits. Yeah, PZ is okay. Not... Oh, hi, Ragavan. You are, again, generically powerful. Oh, I crafted as the Pioneer, a Chron Crusader. Sure. Anyway, do we like a Shark Typhoon? It's expensive. I'm not really here for casting a 6-mana enchantment. Or if we are casting 6-mana enchantments, I'd rather do like a 1,000-Year Storm or whatever. Metallurgic Summonings can be okay, like it's a little bit cheaper. I do quite like Storm Chaser's Talent just because it's a cheap threat, and then you can sink more mana to level it up into the thing. Manaform Hellkite can be okay. The fact that the tokens don't stick around and it's 4 mana, like that kind of 1-2 punch is awkward. Doesn't feel great. Let's do non-creature. Just look for things that are not prowess triggers that also might be interesting. I'm not a big Chromehouse Seed Shark person. It's fine. The most enthusiastic I can be about it is just like, yep, that's a card that you can play. I don't like sinking mana into the Incubate token specifically. I'd rather just have like a Third Path Iconoclast that can make stuff big. Also, Sprite Dragon. I remembered it exists. Woo! Yeah, it's a good one. So, we're getting to the point where we can just bolt in the, like, easier includes of, damage any target. Oh, Grim Lavamancer, another card that just kills people. That's a good one. I wasn't even thinking about the things that are not instants and sorceries. Yeah, I guess there's like Screaming Nemesis and stuff. There's some other stuff. I don't know that any, or like, it's varyingly interesting. Fury, Subtlety. Sorry, let's take a MH3 Evoke Elementals. I forgot about them for some reason. Yeah. Let's get back to damage any target and get that in here. Do the instants and sorceries. Lightning Bolt is an easy one. Galvanic the like nerfed alchemy, whatever, Galvanic Discharge, I'm just kind of like, I want to play with the actual good card. I continue to not like that stuff. Oh, we got Wild Slash. That's fun. Spikefield Hazard is like one of the kind of borderline MDFCs. I think we have enough build incentives that like Spikefield Hazard in this deck that I think it is worth playing. Ranger's Firebrand, I didn't know this exists, but get in. Yeah, I'm mostly looking at like 1 and 2 mana stuff that is unconditional and effective. Royal Eruption, I don't think we're a Playful Shove kind of deck. Is that? Magma Jet's also probably like just, not quite good enough. The Shrapnel Blast is a really good burn spell that we're like, I don't know, maybe we could feed a Mana Rock in or something into it, which I haven't actually put in the deck yet, but that's a bunch of the kind of best or most efficient burn spells. Virtue of Courage I do actually like. Light Up the Night is a good fireball. And then I don't know if we're that excited about putting in a bunch of other stuff. Slick Sequence is good and Prismari Command is good. As far as the, like, is it any target burn goes. Turn and burn? Damage any target. Yeah, I like these. These spark joy. For mana rocks in a deck like this, I don't know that we need that many. Doing a think for a second. Also, sorry, instants and sorceries, get out of here. I like the untapped 2 mana rocks as far as generic includes go, which for Arena is the Arcane Signet and Mind Stone, and I think that's it. There is Craig. 3 might be a lot. I like those. The 3 mana ones are more situational, or I rely more on build incentives to include. Like, File of Gladriel is a very generically powerful one. I don't know if I'm super excited about it here. Another include is, what's it called? Bandits Hall, because we'll presumably be criming them a lot with our burn and stuff. So it's a potential include. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine, just toss it in as a treat. We're getting up to 100 cards. Do we have much card selection in here so far, or like much generic card draw? We have Bandits Hall, and like Lelia, Chandra. We have a couple of kind of big engine pieces, but not a lot of very generic card advantage, which I'm looking at for the purposes of like cutting lands and stuff, or thinking of how many generic, pieces of draw that we can include. For generic card draw, on the topic of like playing things that kill people, Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise are pretty good. Pretty generically powerful, and then we can do like, we can play 1 mana draw. Also, we should play Curiosity, because we can put Curiosity is one of the only versions of this effect that works with non-combat damage, so we can put it on a Kessig Fire Breather or something, and go from there. Yeah, it should be okay. A thing I'm stalling out thinking about right now is just like playing purely efficient 1 mana draw spells like Brainstorm or whatever, things that just kind of cantrip really cleanly. That versus playing 2 mana draw effects like Deduce. Deduce or something with Flashback. A Think Twice, a Deep Analysis. I think I like a Deep Analysis. Right, there is stuff in red that we should probably consider too. Red is going to give us Impulse Draw that is pretty good. I do like Deduce. I like a Deduce, and then, cram in like Brainstorm, Consider is a strong one. We're at 106. We have, how many MDFCs? 4 or something like that? Let's try to look at this real quickly. Ral and Invasion of Tarkir are not lands. We have Spikefield Hazard, Sink into Stupor, Rush of Inspiration, Pinnacle Monk. That's 4 MDFCs. So we can potentially go add like 2 or 3 more cantrips, and that should be okay, I think. Opt is a good one. Just in terms of like having a land count that is in the kind of 35, 36, 37-ish range total, including MDFCs, And the fact that we are including generic cantrips and stuff should help give us some kind of turbo Xeroxy hand smoothie stuff happening. We could include something like Jace Reawakened just as a way to generate additional value per turn. 2 mana loot. Let's try Jace as a treat. Also, I haven't put Mishra's Bauble in here. Mishra's Bauble free. You should, unless you're like really pressed for card slots, you should at least consider putting Mishra's Bauble in literally every single Brawl deck. It just makes it more consistent. It's an artifact that can feed artifact synergies. It's a non-creature card for our stuff that has like non-creature prowess or cast effects or whatever. It's free game actions, Michael. Or wait, no, that's not how that. Whatever. So we're at 109. Now I think we can do this stuff and cut. Or like start working on the mana and stuff. Shivan Reef, Spirebluff Canal, I will put in basically every rare land that doesn't enter tapped, as well as a surveil land. Oh, right, Wandering Funeral exists. I'm not going to craft it because I think it's mid. I do have a Restless Spire. I don't love creature lands in general. Sorry, Frostboil Snarl should also be in here. But we can play one of those as a treat. Also, oh yeah, Odawara should take a second to just look at monocolored stuff. Mystic Sanctuary is a good one. I don't think I'm excited about Jawari Disruption. We're not really like a counter magic control deck. Seagate Restoration is very, or like, it's generically powerful-ish. Sekenzan is a cheap include Ramanap, burns them for free. Do we like a Hanweir Battlements? Sure. It's a colorless land, but that's okay-ish. Valakut Awakening is a really good land for Storm combo decks in particular. Again, I don't think that we're super deep on just like that type of raw card advantage or casting effects. Like we don't have enough mana enablers to do proper Storm turns, so I think we just put in that stuff. And then also we should get in like, where is a... Oh yeah, Command Tower. I like forget Command Tower exists half the time. Yep. Fabled Passage and various fetch lands. Where did I get old border card styles? I guess just from MH3? Okay. Sorry, anyway. Red, blue. I don't think we do Inventor's Fair. It's another very generically powerful one. Blue, Prismatic Vista get in. Blue. I find the old border cards hard to identify the colors of. I did not like play Magic when they were a thing, so yeah, anyway. That's all of the fetches in. How is our basics count? We need to cut 11. That's going to be a lot, but we should still have enough basics that that's okay. I think that's a lot of the mana stuff taken care of. Nykthos, I guess, is probably the other big, like, generically powerful include that you should just cram in kind of everywhere. For, 1, 2, 3... one of each is not good. We should be playing at least like two of each. So Restless Spire, I was talking about, I was like, don't love it. I think that's a relatively easy cut. Maybe one of the Snarls or like Hanweir Battle. Mystic Sanctuary might be fine. Mystic Sanctuary might be okay to cut. It is very generically powerful, but we're not really doing, like, Time Warp stuff, despite this being a blue deck, and me putting, like, Time Warps in every single blue deck. In every single blue Historic Brawl deck. Or Brawl. I still think of it as Historic Brawl, even though it hasn't been Historic Brawl in months? Years? Who knows? It's impossible to tell. Lost to the mists of time. So, yeah, I think this is certainly representative of at least a first pass at a deck for me, in that I will look for, like, the more kind of niche or, like, I don't know, particular enabling or facilitating cards that I see the commander is keying off of, and then I will add in, like, generically powerful cards, like a subtlety or whatever, and then I will add in, kind of, like, easy includes cheap utility cards, things that are very strongly or very obviously are just like, yeah, Niv-Mizzet Lightning Bolt, what's not to love? Woo! I think, yeah, we'll play a game or two, and then maybe I'll show off revising the deck if I have revision thoughts. Maybe it's perfect and I got it in one, who knows? Let's try that. Also, like, subscribe, YouTube stuff, whatever. It's Friday, I'm tired. This is a very just generically powerful opening hand. We do have a lightning strike, pardon me, for, Cranko, and a bauble for just, like, card stuff. Lalia, great too. Glassworks. Glassworks is a thing. I wonder if it means we're supposed to, like, get the Bone Crusher Giant out first. Maybe it's a Sprite Dragon. Vroom vroom. If they Glassworks the Sprite Dragon, that means Lalia is free to attack, so that's nice. We maybe want to hold... oh, hi. We maybe want to hold the Lightning Strike for... stuff. I'm interested in... Lalia is very good and very generically powerful, but I am interested in disrupting what they're doing. This gets us a counter on the Sprite Dragon, at least two. We can start the Lalia Snowball at any time. But being disruptive and stuff... oh, hi, Enduring Courage. Okay. So that's good to know, or like... that does make stuff a little bit weird, maybe. Opt? Well, we have an infinite. I don't think I mentioned in the deck build this Niv... I feel like everyone knows this, or this was a huge talking point when this card was spoiled, but the two Niv-Mizzets go infinite together. So that's a thing, like, you draw a thing, you ping them, this Niv-Mizzet draws a card, so you ping them again, etc, etc. I would like to hold up the Lightning Strike for that Cranko, because dealing with this Enduring Courage doesn't really do anything for us in terms of disrupting their game plan. And we do a smash and hit them for 4. Glassworks. They opt not to play out the Cranko here. They have delayed the Glassworks to an extent that we can Lightning Strike. We might just Lightning Strike face. Because that takes them to 13, then we hit them for 5, and that's pretty good. Like, shooting the Enduring Courage... the valuable part of this card is not the dog, it's the haste effect. Goblin or a flame, sure. And yeah, just shooting the Enduring Courage doesn't deal with the haste effect. So we do that, we play out Hanweir Battlements, and we do a think. Lalia has haste, and haste is good. Let's specifically tap Hanweir Battlements, because I would like to have access to duels, and our opponent gives up. Woo! Sure, we just have like a very kind of clean, moderately interactive game. Our like threats are high quality enough to pressure them in a meaningful way, outsize or outscale their interaction. We have like late game stuff with the Nivs, and yeah, I don't know, good games to the opponent. Anyway, this hand has one land, and that is not acceptable. We have other Niv-Mizzet. Dig through time this early is like kind of awkward, but I don't know. I think we can make this more or less work. Let's Bloodstained Mire for a Surveil land, actually. I like that as a play on one. It is just a free action. Yeah, sorry, I should keep this. We keep the Mishra's Bauble because it helps stock the graveyard for dig through time. Pay 2 life, Mishra's Bauble. They're playing Bill. Wild Slash is instant. I guess we can hold up. I don't think they have... We might just be deducing. I don't think there's like a line that lets them put counters on Bill if they play Bill here. Yeah. So just deduce and then we'll Wild Slash next turn. Let's pay 3 for the Shatter Skull Smashing, play an Erebor Flamesmith, do the Ranger's Firebrand, shooting Bill. Our Erebor Flamesmith thingamajig is legendary now. And that's fun. Good for them. Love that for you, bestie. Kami of Whispered Hopes for the opponent. Impact Tremors. We don't really have immediate creatures we're looking to land. Grab a blue, I guess, balance out our single color sources. Let's crack a clue to get more information. Prismatic Vista. I'll Wild Slash. Just do this, do the Kami before they can tap it for anything. Great. We're just disruptive and kill them. That might be the deck or the video because yeah, as I mentioned, I wanted to keep stuff shorter today for production reasons, basically. The infinite YouTube churn. I would love to be able to slow down and work more on single videos, including things like, if I could work more on single videos, I could spend more time doing manual ad placement and reducing the number of ads YouTube shows. It's a whole thing that's just on my mind because apparently the automatic placement like put in 17 ads or whatever on the video that went up today as of recording, and it's just like, come on, I'm already stressed enough about money, YouTube. I'm rambling now. This has been a video. Thanks. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.